I watched my sister steal my life, my man, and my future. But what happened next will shock you. Wait, before I tell you what happened, let me ask you something. Have you ever trusted someone so much that you told them your deepest secrets, only for them to use those secrets to destroy you? If yes, then you'll understand my pain. If no, then get ready, because this story will make you think twice about who you trust. But here's the thing. Sometimes the person who hurts you the most is the same person who saves you in the end. Stick around, because this story has a twist that will blow your mind. My name is Grace, and I need to tell you about my sister Sarah. But this isn't just any sister story. This is about how greed can turn family into enemies, and how sometimes losing everything is the only way to find yourself. Sarah was always the pretty one. The one who got attention wherever we went. While I was busy learning how to fix hair and working part-time at a small shop, Sarah was busy looking for rich men to take care of her. "Grace, you're wasting your time," she would say, painting her nails bright red. "Why work so hard when you can find a man who will give you everything?" I didn't understand her thinking. Our parents taught us to work hard, but Sarah had different plans. She wanted the big house, the fancy car, the expensive clothes. And she wanted it now. Sarah had this friend called Rita. Rita was just like her, always talking about securing the bag and finding rich men. They would spend hours planning how to meet wealthy guys at fancy hotels and expensive restaurants. "Grace, you're too simple," Rita would tell me. "Look at Sarah. She knows how to live. You're here fixing people's hair for small money while she's about to marry a millionaire." I tried to warn Sarah. "Sister, please be careful. These men you're chasing, they might not be good for you." But Sarah would just laugh. "Grace, you don't understand. I'm not like you. I'm meant for a bigger life." Then everything changed when Rita met this old man called Chief Johnson. He was very rich, owned mines, and had big businesses. Rita wasn't really interested in him because he was too old for her taste, but Sarah saw something else. "Rita, you're crazy," Sarah said one evening. "This man is our ticket to the good life. Look at his cars, his houses. He can change everything for us." Rita shrugged. "He's too old for me. I want someone younger." That's when Sarah made her move. She started showing up wherever Chief Johnson was. She would dress up in her best clothes and make sure he noticed her. Soon, she was going on dates with him. I remember the day she came home with a big smile and shopping bags full of expensive things. "Grace, look," she said, showing me a gold watch. "Chief Johnson bought this for me. And look at this dress. It cost more than what you make in 3 months." I felt happy for her, but also worried. "Sarah, are you sure about this man? He seems very intense." Sarah's eyes sparkled. "Intense? Grace, he's perfect. He's taking me to Dubai next week. Can you believe it? Me, in Dubai." For months, Sarah lived like a queen. Chief Johnson bought her everything. Clothes, jewelry, a car, even a small apartment. She would come home and tell me stories about expensive restaurants and fancy parties. "You should see how people treat me now," she would say. "When they see me with Chief Johnson, they respect me. I'm somebody important." But something felt wrong. Chief Johnson was always strange. He would never let Sarah go to his main house. He would give her gifts, but always in private. And he had this look in his eyes, like he was carrying a heavy secret. One day, Rita came to our house crying. "Grace, I need to tell you something about Chief Johnson," she said, her voice shaking. "What is it?" "He's not what he seems. My cousin works for him. She told me things, terrible things about how he got his money." Before Rita could say more, Sarah walked in. When she saw Rita, her face changed. "What is she doing here?" Sarah asked coldly. "Sarah, I'm trying to help you," Rita said. "Chief Johnson is dangerous. The way he got his money dash." "Stop!" Sarah shouted. "You're just jealous because he chose me over you. You had your chance and you threw it away." Rita looked hurt. "Sarah, I'm your friend. I'm trying to protect you." "Friend?" Sarah laughed. "A real friend would be happy for me. Get out of my house." Rita left, but not before looking at me with sad eyes. Grace, please watch over your sister. She's walking into something very dark. After that day, Sarah and Rita stopped talking. Sarah said she didn't need friends who were jealous of her success. But I noticed changes in Sarah. She started having nightmares. She would wake up screaming sometimes. When I asked her about it, she would say it was nothing. Just stress from all the excitement, she would explain. Then one night, Chief Johnson proposed to her. Sarah came home with a huge diamond ring, dancing around the house. Grace, I'm getting married. Can you believe it? I'm going to be Mrs. Johnson. I tried to be happy for her, but something inside me felt cold. Sarah, do you love him? She stopped dancing. Love. Grace, love doesn't pay bills. Love doesn't buy houses. I'm securing my future. The wedding was small but expensive. Chief Johnson insisted on having it quickly. Sarah looked beautiful, but I could see fear in her eyes. During the ceremony, she kept looking around like she was expecting something bad to happen. After the wedding, Sarah moved into a big house with Chief Johnson. For a few weeks, everything seemed perfect. She would call me and tell me about her new life. Grace, you should see my closet. It's bigger than our old bedroom. And the kitchen, it has everything. I'm living my dream. But then the calls started coming less often. When Sarah did call, she sounded different. Tired. Scared. Sarah, are you okay? I would ask. I'm fine, Grace. Just adjusting to married life. One night, Sarah called me crying. Grace, I need to see you. Can you come to the house? When I got there, Sarah looked terrible. She had lost weight and her eyes were red from crying. Sarah, what's wrong? She looked around nervously. Grace, I think I made a terrible mistake. Chief Johnson, he's not who I thought he was. What do you mean? He told me things about his business. About how he got his money. Grace, it's not from mining. It's from other things. Dark things. Before she could explain more, we heard Chief Johnson's voice calling her name. I have to go, Sarah whispered. He doesn't like it when I have visitors. That was the last time I saw my sister for months. Then one morning, I got a phone call that changed everything. Is this Grace? A man's voice asked. Yes, who is this? I'm calling from the hospital. Your sister Sarah is here. You need to come now. When I got to the hospital, I found Sarah sitting in a corner, holding a baby. She looked like she had aged 10 years. Sarah, what happened? Whose baby is this? She looked up at me with empty eyes. He's mine, Grace. This is my son. But where is Chief Johnson? Why are you here? Sarah started crying. He's dead, Grace. Chief Johnson is dead. I sat down next to her, trying to understand. What happened? He told me everything before he died. The money, the houses, the cars. None of it was really his. He made a deal with a powerful traditional healer. He sold his soul for wealth, but only for a few years. When the time was up, he would die and everything would disappear. I felt cold. What do you mean, disappear? Everything, Grace. The house, the cars, the money in the bank. It's all gone. Like it never existed. I have nothing left except this baby. I looked at the baby in her arms. He was beautiful, but Sarah looked broken. Where will you go? I asked. Sarah cried harder. I don't know. I burned all my bridges. Rita won't talk to me. I have no friends. I have nothing. That's when I realized something. My sister, who had everything, now had nothing. And I, who she thought had nothing, was the only one who could help her. Looking at my sister holding that baby in the hospital, I had a choice to make. She had hurt me, betrayed our friendship with Rita, and chosen money over family. But she was still my sister. Sarah, come home with me, I said quietly. She looked up, surprised. Grace, you don't understand. I have nothing to give you. I can't pay rent, I can't buy food. I'm a burden. You're my sister. That's enough. But Sarah shook her head. No, Grace. You don't know what I've done. You don't know how far I fell. Then tell me. Sarah held her baby closer. Chief Johnson, before he died, he told me something terrible. He said the deal he made wasn't just about money. It was about passing the curse to someone else. My blood went cold. What do you mean? He said that for the curse to fully leave him, he needed to have a child. That child would carry the burden instead of him. Grace, my son. I stared at the baby. He looked so innocent, sleeping peacefully in Sarah's arms. That's impossible, Sarah. You're just scared and confused. But Sarah's eyes were wild with fear. No, Grace. Already, strange things are happening. The baby doesn't cry like normal babies. And sometimes, I see things, dark things following us. I took a deep breath. Sarah, you're coming home with me. We'll figure this out together. The first few weeks were hard. Sarah barely spoke. She would just sit by the window, holding her son and staring at nothing. I went to work every day, fixing hair and saving every penny I could to take care of them. One day, I decided to find Rita. I needed to understand what really happened with Chief Johnson. I found Rita at her new job, working as a secretary in a small office. When she saw me, her face showed surprise and pain. Grace, how is Sarah? She asked quietly. Not good, Rita. She told me some things about Chief Johnson. About how he got his money. Rita nodded sadly. I tried to warn her. My cousin who worked for him told me the truth. Chief Johnson went to a powerful traditional healer 15 years ago. He was broke and desperate. The healer gave him wealth, but only for 15 years. After that, he would die and everything would disappear. But Sarah said something about the curse passing to her son. Rita's face went pale. Grace, that's even worse than I thought. If that's true, what can we do? The only way to break this kind of curse is to find the same healer who made it. But Grace, that's very dangerous. These people don't like to undo their work. I made a decision that day. I was going to save my sister and her son, no matter what it took. When I got home, I found Sarah crying in the kitchen. Grace, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to take my son and leave. I don't want to bring this curse into your life. Sarah, stop. We're family. We face this together. You don't understand, she screamed. I'm not the same person anymore. I've done terrible things. I was selfish and greedy. I hurt Rita. I hurt you. I hurt everyone who cared about me. Maybe I deserve this curse. That's when I got angry. Sarah, enough. Yes, you made mistakes. Yes, you were selfish. But you're still my sister. And that baby didn't choose any of this. Are you going to let him suffer because you're feeling sorry for yourself? Sarah looked at me, really looked at me, for the first time in months. Grace, why are you helping me? I was so mean to you. I called you simple. I said you were wasting your life. I sat down next to her. Because that's what family does. We don't give up on each other, even when we make terrible choices. The next day, Rita came to our house. I had asked her to help us find the traditional healer. When Sarah saw Rita, she started crying. Rita, I'm so sorry. I was a terrible friend. I chose money over our friendship. I don't deserve your forgiveness. Rita hugged her. Sarah, we all make mistakes. What matters is what we do next. Together, we started searching for information about the healer who cursed Chief Johnson. It took weeks, but finally, Rita's cousin gave us a location. The journey to find the healer was scary. We traveled to a village far from the city, where people looked at us strangely. The healer lived in a small hut surrounded by strange symbols and scary objects. When we explained our situation, the old man laughed. Chief Johnson thought he was smart, he said. He thought he could cheat death. But every deal has a price. Can you help us? I asked. The healer looked at Sarah's baby for a long time. This child carries no curse, he said finally. We were confused. What do you mean? Chief Johnson lied to you, girl. There was no curse to pass to a child. He was just trying to scare you so you wouldn't leave him before he died. Sarah collapsed with relief. You mean my son is safe? Your son was always safe. The only curse here was your own greed and fear. The ride home was quiet. Sarah held her baby close, tears streaming down her face. Grace, I wasted so much time, she said. I was so focused on getting rich quick that I forgot what really mattered. What matters now is what you do next, I told her. Over the next few months, Sarah slowly started to heal. She began helping me in my hair salon, learning the business. At first, she complained about the hard work and small money. Grace, this is so different from the life I had with Chief Johnson. Yes, I said. This is real life. Real work, real money, real relationships. Slowly, Sarah began to understand. She learned how to fix hair, how to talk to customers, how to manage money properly. She made mistakes, but she kept trying. One day, a woman came to our salon crying. Her husband had left her with 3 children and no money. I don't know what to do, the woman said. I have no skills, no job. I was about to offer her some free services when Sarah spoke up. Sister, let me teach you how to do nails. It's not hard, and you can make money from home while taking care of your children. I watched as Sarah spent the whole day teaching this woman. She was patient and kind, so different from the selfish person she used to be. That night, I told Sarah how proud I was of her. Grace, I finally understand what you were trying to tell me all along. Real wealth isn't about money or things. It's about having people who love you, work that gives you dignity, and peace in your heart. A year later, our small salon had grown into a bigger business. Sarah had become skilled at doing nails and had her own regular customers. She was saving money to start her own small business. Rita had also forgiven Sarah completely, and they were friends again. Sometimes they would laugh about their old dreams of finding rich men. We were so foolish, Rita would say. We thought shortcuts would make us happy. The longest shortcut is actually the hard way, Sarah would reply. But the hard way teaches you things that shortcuts never can. One evening, as we were closing the salon, Sarah turned to me. Grace, I need to say something. I know I can never fully repay you for what you did for me. You saved my life when I didn't deserve it. Sarah, you don't need to repay me. Seeing you become the person you are now, that's payment enough. I promise you, Grace, I will never again look for shortcuts to success. I will work hard, be honest, and treat people with respect. And I will teach my son these same values. As I watched Sarah play with her son that night, I realized something important. Sometimes the person who hurts you the most is the one who needs your help the most. And sometimes, helping them helps you discover who you really are. Sarah had lost everything, the money, the cars, the big house, the fancy clothes. But in losing everything, she found something more valuable. She found herself. She found her family. She found peace. Today, 3 years later, Sarah runs her own small beauty shop. It's not fancy, but it's hers. She earned it through hard work and honesty. Her son is healthy and happy, surrounded by people who love him. And Rita, she's now married to a good man, not a rich man, but a man who loves and respects her. They built their life together, step by step. Sometimes people ask me why I helped Sarah after everything she did. My answer is simple. Because love is stronger than hurt, and forgiveness is more powerful than revenge. Sarah learned that there are no shortcuts to genuine happiness. Real success comes from hard work, good relationships, and inner peace. The glittering life she thought she wanted was just an illusion. The simple life she has now, that's real wealth.